I know you're here. Felt your leg or bumped your leg. I'm gonna leave some food over there for you. Okay. What this video is about is personal accomplishment, I guess, on my part. Experience. Walking down this trail here. Carrying my monopod, one hand, camera's in my pocket. I don't know if you can see me there. Carrying my monopod, camera's in my pocket. Swinging my left arm as I go. Kind of heavy trudging a bit, stepping through the packed snow from the sleds. Something came up behind me with, well, I was hiking this way, and on the back swing of my left arm, I hit something right about here, right about there, which is about 40 inches off the ground. At first I thought it was, like, you know, a juvenile Sasquatch, because I kept hearing little wood taps as I was going through here. I can't touch my own backpack. Maybe if I fold it in, I can touch it. I was, you know, I'll reenact it. I looked at my hand. I peeked over my shoulder. It caught me off guard. I mean, that's one of the things I've always wanted to do, was to touch one, but, you know, I envisioned, like, you know, reaching out and, you know, or whatever, but I'll take it. I mean, maybe something better will happen in the future. I'm gonna leave some food for them. It was right over, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's right over by that little game trail there. I don't know, deer or fox going through there. I'm just kind of filming blind here. There's a game trail up there a bit. Right by that broken branch. Right there, then it goes over there to a log. It's approximately there that I hit what felt like a well-muscled thigh of a bodybuilder, except whatever hit me, I couldn't see it, or whatever walked up on me. I'm sure if it wanted to hit me, it could have hit me, but it purposely, let me just go up there again. Okay, whatever it was, purposely strolled into my hand, so on the backswing, I hit this thigh, but it was like up here, I guess about there. So, I'm about 6'2" with my boots on. Whatever I hit had to be at least a foot taller than me. And this leg was about that, had to be, you know, feeling from the muscle mass, had to be at least double the size of mine. So, you know, kind of, it creeped me out a little bit. I went down to the bottom of the hill there, where it was a little bit more open area. I'll show you. And I was, like I said, it caught me off guard, so I got out the camera. Right there, it's clear a little bit. Got out the camera and I started filming around. And pretty cool. That they can come right up to you. Now this is there's a little pond there. I've seen some interesting things on the video review over there, but it's gonna be one of those you know, adding contrast and light to help you see what I see. Anyway, there's a follow-up reenactment kind of thing. I kind of chickened out a little bit. I mean, I was caught off guard. They're in here. I mean, they followed me up to an open area over here. There's a couple old structures, abandoned structures. I usually go there to get away from the trail, but this trail's not heavily, but it's part of a skidoo trail, cross-country skiers. I use it to get in, to slip into some pockets of areas where they're open, but kind of, you know, away from trails. And I haven't been here for a while, like, I don't know, almost a year. Like, it'd be a year of spring. And I was doing some other research over at the dunes. And I decided to come back here because the roads, you can get in here. The road's clear today, so thank God, but I mean, it's really bright. But they're right on top of me, right from my car, probably. Because I was hearing wood taps right back at the car, even on the way out, and I don't know, I guess they got tired of me not being able to see them. And one walked right up and let me kind of bonk its leg a bit, punch its leg. But, oh, pretty cool. Kind of a, like I said, a personal accomplishment. Not that it's like, you know, great video footage, but, you know, ever since I was a kid, my first encounter, I was at a cabin, near Algonquin Park, one of the borders of the park, and I was the youngest kid. They're my older brothers. They were, you know, old enough to drink beer and all that, and I was too young, but I tagged along. So I used to go for hikes and stuff, and came over a hill into a little clearing, and I seen these big block-shaped kind of things behind. Kind of like behind scrub like that, but you know, kind of like how you'd spot scrub like that, kind of like how you'd spot a moose or something, like in the thickets, except they kind of look like, I don't know, gorilla people to me. I mean, I was kind of in shock. I went back to the cabin where my brothers are and the friend and that, and I didn't know what to tell them. I mean, they said, I sort of talked about it a little bit. They said it was a moose, big brown moose, or a few. Anyway, I guess so. I mean, I knew it wasn't, they weren't moose, but anyway, that was my first encounter. And then I remember sleeping in the bunk, and I had the bunk under the window. And I was like staring there all night. I worried and scared, and I heard something that night by the window, but it wasn't Squatch. I don't think it was, but because we found moose tracks outside the door, which supported their theory of what I seen. But I knew what I seen was more like shaped like that and down. It wasn't like long, you know what I mean? But again, that was my first encounter. That was how I got hooked on squatching. And my grandfather was, I used to get taken to my grandfather's place on the weekend, and he was into all those monster movies and stuff like that, and it was really cool scary, you know, being a little kid, you know, hiding under a blanket but watching kind of thing. But that's how I got hooked on it, and I seen the PGF as part of Mysterious Monsters at the theater with my grandfather. He used to take me. He used to stay up late and watch like movies like Snow Beast or whatever. If the Hinden was in the news or whatever out west, you know, it'd be on like late at night at the end of the personal kind of story at the end of the newscast or whatever. So we'd stay up and we'd watch all that. But anyway, that's how I got started. And then out west, I went out west and I did some squatching out there. Didn't have back then cameras were too expensive. I mean, I remember paying a fortune just for still development, and out west, it took me 4 hours. I mean, it took me 4 hours to find some Sasquatch out west. Some driving around. That's not counting a couple little hiking scouting trips, but 4 hours to drive, and that's travel both ways. And I mean, I don't mind saying the location because it's 20 years ago. But I mean, over 20 years ago, 92. Yeah, like 23 years ago or something, 91 or 92. Anyway, I was hiking around Honeymoon Lake. It wasn't built up like it is today. And I was hiking around. Something was paralleling me all the way around the lake. It was in the afternoon and late fall. You know, it might have been late October. And then where I parked my Honda, there was like a big pile of sand, I guess, left over from the road crews or whatever, for maybe they added to the roads. But I remember hiking over that, and then when I came back, I hiked over it, and I got in my car, and I looked up through my window, and a big, like, it's not even a second, big gorilla head thing looked up over this thing and over this 9-10 foot mound, and it took a quick look at me, and then that I was in my car and stuff, and then I got out of there, and I was in shock. I was, I remember driving back. I was working at a lodge out there in Jasper. I remember driving back, just being in shock, and like, it seemed like I was only driving for 5 minutes, but I guess it's like a 2-hour drive back, or I was coming back from was it Lake Louise or Banff? Had some friends working down there. I think it was Lake Louise, yeah, or Banff, well, whatever. I went to both places. So anyway, that was my west. I used to go investigate other stuff out there too, just on my own. But you know, I wasn't really after them. I was just, you know, kind of touristy, looking for them. You know, where's Bigfoot? Up and down the trails, that kind of thing. You know, all the stories, all the papers from the Alberta and BC. You know, as a kid. But anyway, so that's how I got my start, and I always wanted to touch one once I got into it. And a week ago today, I touched one on the lake, I guess. So pretty cool. So it's a start. So I'm going to work with this group in here if they're going to come and do that with me, and we'll see what I can film. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tracker out for finding Sasquatch. Woo! They're here.